Hi, journalers, and happy 2026. I'm looking forward to getting our bullet journal challenge started on this Wednesday. In advance, I just wanted to quickly let you know some of my favorite aspects of different journals in case you wanted to get a new journal to start doing the challenge. So technically, you can use any kind of journal that you want to. You could use blank pages or a grid setup. But the reason that we call it bullet journaling or dot journaling is that most people do choose to use a journal that has the dots in it, just because that makes it easiest to really put in our own structure and not have a lot of extra lines getting in the way on the page. So I'll show you a couple of my favorites that I have right here. So this is the journal that I'm going to be using. This one is Clever Fox is the brand. Some of my favorite aspects of a journal are to have a little pen loop on the side. I think that's really handy. I like if it has this rubber band strap, and then if it has a few ribbons to mark pages as well. This particular one has 3 ribbons, which is really nice. Also in the back, this comes with some stickers. In the back, it has a nice pocket, so that's a good place to store if you have tickets or invitations for upcoming events that you want to have, or little mementos you want to keep with you. It's great to have a pocket. If your journal doesn't have a pocket, you can also either buy or make a pocket of your own that you can insert. And then this particular one also has space for putting a reference for if I had my own system for how I wanted to note things. I could put that there. And then also a table of contents. It's very important to have an index, but if your book doesn't have an index, you can just add one. And then the final thing that's really important is page numbers. So this one has the page numbers down in the corner, which is great. So that's the Clever Fox, and I will put links to this in my post. The second really good option, this is the official bullet journal created by Look Term. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. But again, you'll notice this one has this rubber band. It has 3 ribbons. In the back, it has a nice pocket. This one, because this is the official one created by Ryder Carroll, who created the official bullet journal system, this one has his notation system in the front. It has just regular pages that say index on top for the index. And then this one has the page numbers in the middle. We'll talk more about page numbers later. Personally, I prefer to have the page numbers in the corner. But the reason that the official bullet journal one has the page numbers in the middle is so that if you have a collection that is on page 12 and then it picks up again on page 50, on page 12, you can write next to the page number where the collection picks up again. So you can kind of thread through the book. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, then you might consider numbering your pages in the middle or using a journal that already has them numbered in the middle. So that's the sort of official bullet journal. And it also comes with this little handy guidebook and some stickers that mostly are days of the week and days of the months. So if you don't want to have to write them all out. And then the other one that I strongly recommend is the Scribbles That Matter. This is the one that I usually get. It has just like a really nice feel to it, which is nice. It comes with either this kind of funky designs on the front or a very plain front. It's got the pen holder. It also comes with a really nice pen, which is great. I've added some tabs. It doesn't come with the tabs. This one has a space for the key code here, has the index pages. The pages are numbered in the bottom corner. And then it also comes with this nice bookmark that you can use if you're creating a lot of designs. The nice straight edge. And then it also tells you where the halfway point, where the thirds, all of that kind of stuff. I would recommend going with one of these 3 brands. They're really good. Sometimes if you go too far outside of that and you get the kind of like cheaper Amazon type ones, what you'll find is the book will not have good binding. It'll start to break down. This is an example from last year. This brand is called SEQES. It's just one of those random Chinese Amazon ones. But as I was using it, it was falling apart in my hands. If you can see how the binding is coming apart here. It originally had ribbons. The ribbons fell out. So I would recommend getting a high quality one. I would also recommend get at least 100 GSM. That refers to the paper weight. So if you're using a marker or a highlighter or something like that, if you have a low weight paper, then that's going to show through. So it's really nice to have at least 100. I would not go under 100. And some of them, like the Scribbles That Matter, goes up to 160. So that you're going to be able to use even paint, like basically anything in this, and it's not going to show through, which is really nice. I think this bullet journal one, the Look Term one, I think is more like a 120. So that's designed more for just using pens, but not necessarily using a lot of markers and highlighters and things like that. And then the Clever Box, I'm not sure exactly, but it'll say right on the website what it is. So I hope that is helpful. I know that there's also a lot of other journals that people like to use in this group. So if you have another favorite one that I didn't mention, please let us know in the comments what that is and why you think that's a great one. All right, that's it for now. And tomorrow I will come back with some of my favorite pens. And then Wednesday we will get started with the challenge. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, bye-bye.